The academy prided itself on producing the galaxy's finest officers. They trained in combat, strategy, diplomacy, and survival. No planet was too harsh, no opponent too fierce, or at least that was the idea. Kai Lomax was new to the academy. He was tall, broad-shouldered, confident. Overconfident, some said. He came from a world where humans were considered strong. On his first day of advanced combat exercises, he noticed her. Her name was Terra. She was quiet, small. Her uniform seemed almost too large. Everyone whispered about her origins. Deathworld, the academy called it a hazard zone planet. Anything that survived there was considered lethal, evolved to perfection. Terra had grown up fighting storms, predators, even her own people when needed. She was born to survive. Kai thought he could handle her. He didn't know the stories. The first sparring session was casual. Students lined up. Instructors watched. Kai smirked. He had bested every opponent in his class so far. Terra was last. He grinned. "This will be easy," he said under his breath. The match began. Kai charged. He swung first. His fists were fast, trained, precise. Terra dodged. Smooth, fluid, almost too easy. He tried again. Again she shifted, almost teasing him. Then she struck. It was not a punch. It was a strike no human should have landed. Kai felt it in his chest. He flew back 20 feet. He hit the floor hard. The air whooshed from his lungs. Pain shot through his ribs. Everyone froze. Terra extended a hand. She helped him up. Her voice was calm. "You'll learn. You always do." Kai coughed, embarrassed. He had underestimated her. His pride burned. But worse, the other students began to whisper. The instructors exchanged glances. Deathworlds were notorious, but no one expected a human to be thrown across the mat so easily. It did not end there. The next day, Kai tried again. He approached Terra in the hallway. "I want a rematch," he said, trying to sound confident. She tilted her head. "I warned you. I just want to spar," he said. Tey Ra nodded slowly. Fine. The sparring hall was empty. Only instructors watched from afar. Kai went for a punch again. Terra sidestepped. He kicked. She caught his leg and spun him. He hit the ground hard again. By the 5th round, Kai's confidence was gone. His pride was shredded. His body ached in ways he had never imagined. Yet Terra remained calm, effortless, balanced. Every move precise. She barely seemed to try. One instructor finally approached. "Lomax, stop. You're overestimating yourself." Kai glared. "I can handle this. I just need a strategy." The instructor shook his head. "You're learning the hard way. That girl's from a death. Surviving there changes a person, physically and mentally. You are not ready for this yet." Kai refused to believe it. "I will be ready." He trained harder. Days became nights. Muscle memory drills, reflex exercises, endurance runs. He ate nothing but protein and combat supplements. He studied Terra's movements from afar. Still, nothing prepared him. Then the academy called a simulation. A full combat scenario. Students divided into teams. The mission: capture a rogue AI core on a simulated urban battlefield. Kai's team had an advantage. They were strong, experienced, and well-armed. Terra was on the opposing team. Kai grinned. "Finally, I get to beat her in a real mission. The simulation started. Kai's team advanced. Ambushes, traps, obstacles, everything the Academy could throw at them. They moved fast. They eliminated the first opposition units. Then they encountered Tey Ra. Kai lunged. Terra dodged. He swung, missed. She countered. He fell back, stunned. Then she spoke. You don't learn by trying to hit me. You learn by thinking. Kai blinked. The AI units advanced. He charged anyway. Terra caught his arm mid-strike and twisted it. Pain shot through his shoulder. He fell again. His teammates watched, horrified. Even instructors who monitored remotely frowned. This was not normal. No human had been outmatched so thoroughly by another in training, let alone by a single student. Kai struggled to get up. Terra approached calmly. Stop fighting like a brute. Survive first. Strategy matters. Kai gritted his teeth. I will not lose again. The simulation grew chaotic. Smoke, debris, alarms, flashing lights. Terra moved like a shadow. She incapacitated drones, avoided traps, disabled AI sentries. Her team advanced while Kai scrambled. Kai realized something. Her strength was not just her Deathworld genes. Her mind was sharp, predicting, reading, reacting before he could. Every instinct she had learned on a Deathworld had been honed to perfection. He could not match it with brute force. Exhausted, he finally slowed. He watched her. She fought without hesitation. Every strike calculated, every movement fluid. She was poetry in combat. Then it clicked. He could not overpower her. He had to outthink her. He changed tactics. Instead of charging, he observed. Instead of striking, he anticipated. He watched her movements. He coordinated with his teammates. Slowly, carefully, they began to regain ground. Terra noticed. She tilted her head, intrigued. Finally, you learn, she said softly. Kai ignored the pain in his body. He gave commands. He predicted her maneuvers. His team adapted. They captured the AI core with seconds to spare. When the simulation ended, Kai fell to his knees, panting. Terra stood nearby, calm, still, perfect. The instructors arrived. Remarkable, one said. Lomax, you survived a Deathworld veteran. And you learned quickly. Kai looked up at Terra. She smiled faintly. Next time, try thinking before swinging, she said. Kai nodded, respect overwhelming pride. He had learned the hard way. The Academy had learnt too. Underestimating a Deathworld girl was dangerous, deadly, and humbling. Weeks passed. Kai continued to spar with Terra. Each session became a lesson. She taught him patience, strategy, adaptability. He taught her teamwork and coordination. Slowly, respect grew into camaraderie. By the end of the term, Kai had changed. He was no longer arrogant. He was cautious, calculated, efficient. The other students noticed. Terra remained untouchable, yet she acknowledged his growth. The Academy, too, changed. Combat instructors revised training modules. No student was ever allowed to underestimate opponents based on size, species, or origin again. Deathworlds were dangerous. Deathworld humans were lethal. And now, thanks to Kai and Terra, every cadet would remember that lesson. Kai never forgot the first hit, the one that threw him across the mat, the one that humiliated his ego. the one that taught him the most important lesson of all. Strength alone does not win battles. Strategy, respect, and adaptability do. Years later, Kai Lomax became an instructor himself. He trained new cadets, and at the front of the room, he told them the story of Terra, the Deathworld girl. No one, he said, is safe to underestimate. Never assume your strength is enough. The galaxy will humble you if you do. Learn fast, think faster, and respect every opponent. That is how we survive. That is how we win. Terra watched from the back of the room, a small smile on her face. She had trained him well. The Academy had learned otherwise, and the galaxy would never forget the day a human tried to hit a Deathworld girl and learned humility the hard way. The lesson was clear. Pride was dangerous. Knowledge and respect were weapons. And sometimes the strongest fighter was the one you never expected. Kai nodded to her silently. She nodded back. Mission accomplished. Asterisk.